Hi everybody, we're back for our fourth game?
Yep, fourth.
Okay. Welcome to New Orleans by Night, sponsored by Masquerade 3D. Everybody lift your mugs. They make these awesome things. There will be a link in the description to their Kickstarter.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm sorry, I'm very tired and I've got a bit of a heat stroke going on because I was out in the sun a lot today. And of course, Cajun Gamer, our wonderful host and sponsor game store. So does anybody have any questions? Everybody make their rouse checks. Do the rouse check, please, because those are fun.
Oh,
I am hungry.
Hungry?
I am very hungry.
Hungry? Well, you're only starting at
Only
number
one.
2.
The skull doesn't mean anything on a rouse check.
Wow.
I failed. I'm hungry.
Hungry?
I'm good.
Okay, well, this whole table wakes up hungry. So tonight's going to be a little bit different because you're not starting at your haven. So you're going to actually hold on to that hunger for a little bit. You are at a auditorium on the campus because
Yep.
so many people are not going to get that joke. The Prince is called Court, so you're in this auditorium. It is kind of a classical auditorium. There's a stage, there's curtains beside it. There's multiple kindred from the city milling about, all talking to each other. You hear whispers, hushed conversation in multiple different languages. Some of it is obviously about you, because a lot of them think you done fucked up.
Yeah, that's fair.
We did nothing.
Well, that's up to you to prove, isn't it? So, you're kind of off to the side, talking amongst yourselves. Begin.
Ezra, I believe there's something I wish to speak with you about. Here may not be the best time for it, though, regarding your feeding habits. And he's speaking in a hushed whisper.
Oh, okay.
Definitely not
Well,
something
you
to
can
talk
lecture
about
me
here.
later if you need to.
Not, I do not wish to lecture you. It's, I wish to help.
All right. Well, we can talk about that later, but for now, I think we need to get
Yes.
our facts straight because
Are we telling them about the fertilizer? Or are we keeping that to ourselves for now?
I think it would be prudent to reveal whatever knowledge we have to the prince, at least.
Okay.
It is not wise to keep something like this from him.
Yeah, especially when he wants our freaking heads on spikes.
that said, we should go over what we know or what we think we know because, to be honest, I don't know shit about why everything blew up back there.
No one does.
Okay, so we need to put together what we do know. We know what they used to blow it up.
They created the bombs from the fertilizer, yes.
Okay, so let's go over who was involved. For the Thin Bloods, did they do this directly? Were they set up? Was a bot involved? It was their fertilizer, as far as we know.
Do you think they could be working together?
That's what I'm getting at.
We did become a nuisance to the Sabbat at the very least by killing some of them at the warehouses. It is possible this is some attempt to get back at us.
You deal with a nuisance by blowing up a whole building?
They put suspicion on us, so
Well,
Seems like overkill for getting back at us for killing a few.
Yeah, there's something off on
isn't that generally the Sabbat's MO though? Overkill and not caring about collateral?
You have a point.
God, fuck those guys.
The Thin Bloods would have been checked for things like that at the door. I failed to see how they could have snuck something like that into court,
Unless they have someone
especially
inside.
with the Princess Seneschal.
Yeah, there had to be more people. We just don't know who yet.
It didn't really strike me as the suicide bomber.
Oh, hell no.
Right.
You see,
Honestly.
listen to that man talk. I don't think
He
he'd
liked
give himself up
way
for
too much
anything
for
like that.
Well, the entire court is going to be glaring daggers into our backs the entire night.
The
so
entire court was
And boy, are we gonna fill them.
what's left of the court? Yes.
Do any of you attempt to speak with any of the other kindred milling about?
Travis will try to make friendly with any Tremere about.
Okay. You do see a small gathering of Tremere. What you don't see, really, or any other gang roll, you're the only one here, and any other Bruja. You can blend in with pretty much any clan you want to. Mordecai is here with his contingent, his little coterie of Nosferatu. They are not hidden, they are out in plain sight, and it is somewhat disturbing because, well, I mean, they're Nosferatu. So, we'll start with what Travis is doing, and we'll work our way around. Okay, so what are you doing?
Travis is looking to approach the group of Tremere, and he'll introduce himself. Greetings.
Okay. The Tremere, they're well dressed, all similarly dressed, which you know is not uncommon for Tremere of the same chantry. They are all wearing suits, not anything that stands out, but obviously well tailored, well maintained suits. And one of them steps forward and goes, "Did you receive our invitation, brother?"
I did. I am very grateful for it. I will be making my way there in some of the coming nights.
See that you do. The assistant regent would like to speak with you, and he is kind of put out that you've not come to introduce yourself yet.
I apologize. I would extend my apologies to him. We have been fairly busy, I'm sure you've heard, with the goings-on lately.
We have heard rumors, and that's why we have ventured to the court tonight, that we may hear what happened, at least with second-hand account.
We hope to assuage any suspicion on our part.
I wish you luck with that, brother. Our ears within the city have not exactly painted your coterie in a favorable light, whereas you are not outwardly to blame, you are certainly not above suspicion.
We have some theories that we believe will prove fruitful for an investigation.
Well, I will be certainly interested in hearing those theories when the time comes. I understand you were to speak before the prince tonight and give your account of what happened.
We are.
Your coterie is quite the rabble.
Yes, It's a strange group, but they are like a family.
I see. Well, the invitation was extended to you and you alone.
I understand how the change group operates.
Just so you know and are clear on it. The others you associate with wouldn't make it onto the grounds, and it is their best interest not to follow you. And with that, they not rudely cut you off, but they make it clear that you were dismissed.
Mm.
In the most polite way a Tremere is capable of doing, which obviously isn't that polite. Okay, what is Violet doing?
Violet is going to try to find and try to talk to any other Bruja that's there.
There are no Bruja
There's
there.
none?
No. You are the only one.
Well, right now she feels out of place.
Your plan's not exactly.
Your clan isn't part of the Camarilla anymore.
They don't like each other.
At least there are very few Bruja that are still loyal to the Camarilla after what Theo Bell did.
Could I try to eavesdrop on conversations?
That will be a we'll say resolve and awareness.
Two.
2. You get from various points you're able to kind of listen into. You're not hated. You're not. Everybody's handling you with a level of mistrust because you haven't had a chance to say your piece yet.
True.
And as you are the ones who brought the Thin Bloods, they also have heard that it was by Prince's decree that the Thin Bloods were supposed to be there, and that you were merely acting as their valet.
I mean, again, you really can't say no to a prince.
That's the whole reason you're not dead yet. That's exactly what you're picking up from just the groups around you that you're able to kind of halfway listen in on. The whole reason that you haven't been brought staked before the prince was because this is part and part the prince's idea. And it just backfired. Grandiosely.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you're doing?
That's it for now.
Okay. Well, yes. What are you doing?
I'd like to go talk to Mordecai.
Okay. You approach the Nosferatu.
Yes.
Do you try to approach any of the other members of the Clan of the Moon? Because there are a few here. Before you go toddle off after Nosferatu. You're not going to try to pull any Malkavian shenanigans?
Nah.
Okay. The Malkavians are like, they're not... They're all taking kind of a wait-and-see approach. They all kind of find this a little humorous.
So do I.
Okay, so what do you do with the Nosferatu?
Uh,
They kind of close ranks when you walk up and kind of like, you know, get a little bit bow up, a little bit bigger. And Mordecai's like, just stop. You're embarrassing yourselves.
I addressed him directly because I may or may not know any of the other ones.
Okay. What?
Hi. It seems things are not going as planned.
I would term it a massive clusterfuck.
Yes. But since we were just accompanying them to where y'all wanted to meet them under...
That is the whole reason you still walked free. I spoke to LaFontaine myself and just assured him that you were all acting under orders.
Do y'all have any ideas on where, other than the obvious choice, where this could have come from?
We have a couple of ideas.
Alright. Any you would like to share?
You should know Nosferatu don't share information.
Oh,
We sell it.
I do enjoy sitting on things.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you want to? Okay. All right. We're gonna go over to Ezra now. What is Ezra doing?
While Violet is attempting to eavesdrop, I am tailing Violet, and as soon as I feel like she's got her fill of gossip, I'm gonna approach and say, "Between you and me, we know what this crowd's like, right?
Pretty much.
And what they think of us."
Well, so far they don't really hate me, but they don't trust me. Yeah, they don't like me.
And on top of that, they have their expectations.
Pretty much, in a way. I mean, look, they don't really trust our coterie all that much, especially since we're such a interesting group.
Group that is
That's about
a
as
bit
kindly as
distant
they
from
can
the
put it.
Camarilla.
That's about as kindly as they can put it. Is that we're a group, not a family, just a group. A very, very unstable individuals.
What I'm considering is some talking's going to happen. I don't see it ending at just polite discussion.
I don't either.
I think we need to be prepared to offer something. Between you and me, those Thin Bloods did no favors in how we work together. I don't mind having us set against them or the Sabbat. If we seem like we're more of an enemy to the enemy of the Camarilla than the Camarilla itself, that might get us out of this.
Let's just hope on some type of prayer that actually works. But in case of that not working, we need a plan B.
I wanted someone to know that I'm considering it as an option.
The only option, or knowing this option may backfire?
It's my option. I'll let others handle the talking.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a good point. I offer to let either. Correction, I just would let Travis try to talk our way out of this.
Okay, and I'm going to use those scary words that I have to make a note.
What? Okay.
No, you keep going.
I just didn't want to blindside anybody. And I wanted to know if I was being irrational, maybe. But, like I said,
Irrational? No.
they expect things from us. I'm prepared to give them what they expect.
They're expecting me to kind of lose my shit. I'm literally about to prove to them that I can keep myself under control. Until finally that final thread snaps and then I don't... Well, that'll be y'all's problem once that happens. 'Cause I won't be able to stop. So, hopefully they don't... what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out, Ezra.
I don't know. Look, as it is, we've got our game
Set
plan.
me off. That was what I was going for.
You got it. We've got our game plan, so to speak.
It's not really a game plan. It's a improv choice. I mean, let's face it. We are literally about to improv our way out of this. If not to our deaths. I will say this, though. If we don't make it out, it has been an honor. Being a part of your family and friends.
Jesus, defeatist attitude over here.
Thanks.
It's just to be said now. Just saying.
You know, before I might have thought that was a bit silly, but we were just in a room full of people that were incinerated, so maybe it's not.
I mean, how else do you want to look at it?
Yeah.
I mean, can you honestly tell me that we're gonna get out of this without someone losing a
We got
limb
out
or
of an
possibly being
exploding
dead?
building. For now, I'm gonna think on what I want to say, should I need to say it, and I'm gonna relax.
I'm almost worried of speaking, but I have to. So should we just go get this over with and just see what happens?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing?
I want to go walk over to the Malkavians and introduce myself.
Just remember the number one rule of improv is yes and.
Hold on. Let me get in the mindset. I wasn't actually expecting anybody to want to talk to the Malkavians.
I almost did, but.
The Malkavians who have not really spoken through this whole ordeal all kind of turn and look at you as you approach.
And they start snapping.
Yes, they all say in unison.
Hello. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Aaron.
We know who you are. Shadow Walker. We know what you almost were. We hear things. The shadows speak to us. They've not stopped talking in unison yet. What is its business with us?
They called you an it.
One of them whispers, it doesn't know exactly what it is, and yet it's made more of itself. It doesn't know what its other will become, does it?
What do you become?
Oh, we see all, and we know what its child is, what it will be, the prophecy, what it will become, what it will bring. Watch your child closely, Shadow Walker. For when the time comes, it will be most frightening, and those like us will rejoice. And with that, they just kind of turn away from you and ignore the shit out of you.
Jesus, shady.
Quality Malkavian greeting.
No, I just needed that to push on some plot line for further down the road. Don't worry, do not be afraid.
They just said you should be afraid.
Hi, your daughter's probably evil. Now go away.
Probably.
She is.
I spawned the Antichrist.
Okay. At this time, LaFontaine himself walks out onto the stage. He looks like how a Malkavian would put it, a heavily shaken can of soda. He is about to pop. He has the sheriff with him. The sheriff looks as thin and gawky and emaciated as ever. And it's his time to speak. Everybody begins to settle and sit down, and they get ready to listen to their very angry prince. My fellow kindred, we have been attacked. Several high-ranking members of my court, the entire Primogen Council, my Seneschal, many important kindred within the city have met the final death. This will not go unanswered. Those who are responsible will pay. And it just so happens tonight that we have amongst us some who can answer questions. So I would recommend to the coterie who escorted the Thin Bloods to send a representative before me to answer my questions.
I suppose that's me.
Yeah.
Travis will rise from his seat and
Actually, no, that's that. And that one. And that one. Okay. Roll for me willpower.
with blood.
Yes.
Four.
Okay. Not only are you intimidated, when the prince looks at you as you approach, his eyes turn ice blue. You actually feel your beast kind of shrivel and ice over in comparison to his. Because that was a messy critical on intimidation from him. It was, yeah, I beat you by 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, explain!
We had no idea the Thin Bloods were planning anything like this. We are unsure it was them. We believe it may have been Sabbat involvement. I know
What is your proof?
The Sabbat stole large quantities of fertilizer from the docks, and we have reason to believe they are the ones who created the bombs.
I hear conjecture. I asked for proof, Travis.
The Thin Bloods would have been searched at the doors. I have no doubts in the competence of your security force. It would surprise me if they were the ones who were able to see.
Malachi, show your weapon! And one of the Nosferatu stand up. And he draws, quite invisibly at first, a great sword. If he was able to carry that into my court, which was searched tonight, how do I know the Thin Bloods can't do the same? We have the ability to hide things from sight. We have the ability to hide ourselves from sight.
We also possess the ability to see those things which are hidden.
And it doesn't always work.
The Thin Bloods should not have any power that can hide them
We
from us.
do not know the extent of the Thin Blood's power, do we? That is why I wanted them brought before me. That is why I wanted them to be known. so we could assess them as a threat. I am a practical prince, Travis. I do not subscribe to the machinations of the Camarilla Council. I do not listen to these great theories that they are some portent of an oncoming apocalypse. But Cain be damned if I will let them destroy my council. If I will let them bring an end to my reign in this city. You have until sunrise to bring me proof of this Sabbat conspiracy.
Of course.
Until then, there is a blood hunt on all thin blood. Not just this so-called court of miracles. Go, my kindred! Bring me the head of every thin blood you find! And with that, the kindred, they're gone. Some of them quite gleefully. Some of them look like, maybe this is something we should look into a little closer, but the prince said to do it. And the sheriff gives no emotional reaction. What do y'all do?
First take a frickin'
Yeah.
breath.
That?
We have been given our orders.
Yeah.
We should leave and
Yes.
talk on the way.
Before I
Yes,
find out there's actually a stake in my back.
I do believe we should make for the warehouses.
Yeah, let's go do that.
He's made it clear he wants blood, and we can give that to him.
We were given our orders. The blood hunt was directed at the Camarilla.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be upset if we got something for him along the way.
I mean, you're not wrong. But do we really want to cross that bridge and find out we shouldn't have crossed it?
They crossed. I'm of the mind that they crossed us already.
Ezra does have a very valid point.
As much as I don't like being here, and I don't like these people, they
What do you mean, these people?
they approached us and gave us an offer. What this court seemed to do was use us, and I don't like that at all.
I do not either.
No one does.
Honestly, they approached us after the prince decided that he needed to be nosy. They were doing their own thing before.
As crazy as it sounds, Willow has a point. And I never thought I'd say that.
She knows what she's talking about, more or less.
You are not wrong.
Either way, it seems enemies are starting to pile up.
Yeah.
I'm prepared to send them out. Let's go. I'm tired of standing here.
Yeah.
I concur. Let us.
Off to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Also, we do find out that Sabbat are somehow involved in this. I don't mind bashing a few skulls in.
Alright, well, we will be right back with scene 2. And we're back. Let's start with scene 2. It's been about 45 minutes to an hour through late night New Orleans traffic to get to the warehouse. And you are now standing outside the set of warehouses. There is the security fence in front of you where you remember fighting the Sabbat last time. Y'all are not at the closed off block of warehouses. You are actually outside the particular set of warehouses. Standing at the security fence, looking in. What do y'all do?
Unseen passage, please.
Yes.
Before any potential fight happens, I do want to preemptively activate toughness,
Okay.
and I can reroll.
No, you can't. You cannot reroll hunger checks.
I can on
Blood
I have
potency.
Ah, yes, this is.
I can reroll up.
Terribly
to,
sorry about that. Yes, you are correct.
I'm good.
Okay.
Hunger's still at 1.
The best thing to do is just to roll 2 dice
Okay.
and take the highest. That way I don't get confused of what you're doing.
I'm
Good.
at 3.
And, okay.
Jesus.
Well, you're hungry.
But also invisible.
But also invisible. Okay, so Travis kind of goes, "Poof." He's gone. So, what do the rest of you do? Because y'all are staring at a very tall fence that has razor wire across the top of it.
Well, climbing's not an option. I'm
I
not
mean,
about to
it
ruin my clothes.
is. You're going to take damage, but it is.
I'm not about to also ruin my clothes.
A vain Bruja.
I start to climb the fence.
Alright, give me,
I should have used corrosive vitae first.
You're climbing, so give me strength and athletics.
Yeah, I got that. It's 5.
Also, those of you who have, what is it?
Potent soaring leap.
Yes. For those of you who have soaring leap, you can actually leap over the fence.
I have soaring leap.
Me too.
There is a security gate that has a security guard at it.
I got 1 success somehow.
So I'm gonna soaring leap over the fence.
As you're going to climb, you are kind of amazed that she just goes whoop and over the fence, and you're like, shit.
You okay?
Yeah, I'll give it one more go.
Did you get startled that I jumped over the fence?
No.
Okay.
The security gate with the guard added. Is it
You
like
can go through it because you're
Yeah.
invisible. You just kind of limbo under it.
Yeah.
How low can you go?
What do you do?
I've mesmerized.
Okay, so you're just
Can
going
I
to be
go
like,
and talk to the guard?
yes.
Hi.
Roll mesmerization for me and tell me exactly what you tell him. Which can be, let me in, please. Are you going to try to climb this
I will try.
Make
again?
sure you compliment his hat though.
What dot protean do you have?
3. I can't fly over it.
Yeah, you don't have. Well, you have your regular animal form, though, right?
Yeah.
What is it?
Coyote.
That's small enough to kind of scurry, like dig under the fence, or.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, there you go. That doesn't even. I mean, the transformation is a rouse check, but it doesn't even involve a roll.
Fail.
Okay, so you get hungrier.
Okay, this skull doesn't count at all if there's other successes, right? Like it doesn't count
Right.
as a success.
How many successes you got?
4.
What do you tell him?
Hi, I like your hat. Can I come in?
Sure. Bzz. And he lets you right in. Because, humans don't resist that.
It worked because you complimented his hat.
It is a very nice hat.
Okay, so everybody's inside. Good job.
As everyone groups up, a coyote just kind of walks up
As
next
you
to you.
dust off
The
yourself.
as Ezra walks up, disguised as the goodest of boys. So, do you stay in your coyote form, or do you transform back?
For now, yeah, I'll just
Okay, so y'all are walking through here with a coyote
And an invisible man.
and an invisible man. So 3 of you are in your base human forms.
Ish.
Okay, so where do y'all go?
I would like to start with whatever warehouse the Sabbat came out of when they first attacked us.
They didn't come out of a warehouse; they came out of an alley and
I suppose
surrounded
we start
y'all.
with that alley
There
then.
is okay, so y'all go back to the closed block. Okay. How stealthy are y'all being?
I'm invisible.
I know you, but I'm assuming the other 3 of you aren't exactly, baseball bats in the trash cans, are you? As y'all are.
We're just right in the
First off, it's on my back. I'm not carrying it around like an idiot.
Hey, look, I've seen some players of Malkavians who would do exactly that because they felt like it, the stars were right, or because it was Tuesday.
Actually, could I try to... what am I thinking of? Like, quietly walk? Like, I don't know how else to say it.
That's going to be dexterity and stealth.
Alright, so 6.
haven't used this dot of protein before. For the physical stats, I use the animal stat block, right?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Okay, I like to spend willpower.
Okay, you get to roll the 3 black dice. You failed hard, didn't you?
Yeah.
I roll 5 on stealth. 2, 3, 4.
It's the one with the stars on it, so that's
Yeah.
2, 4.
If you roll 2 critical, then it's 2 each.
Yes,
So 4.
So 4. Okay.
Okay, yeah, it's better.
All right. I'd say so.
I got 2 successes on stealth.
Just
Stealth.
standing like a ninja.
What'd you do?
Not good.
What did you do? What did you do?
Don't tell him nothing.
Did you fuck up?
Well, no, I just need to make sure he didn't be she'll fail because
Oh.
that would have been funny.
Oh,
2 successes.
Okay.
What were you trying to do? Do stealthy as well?
I'll just.
Dexterity and stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also going to activate heightened senses. There's no rouse check, but
Okay. So
I just get to add my aspect to any perception-based.
You did pretty good.
okay.
rolls.
So what perception-based roll are you wanting to make?
Just for now, I want to be on the lookout for anything moving in the shadows, anything.
Okay. Where it does heighten your senses, it does not give you heightened dark vision. That's his.
Well, that's
powers.
also hearing and smell too.
Right.
So if I hear anything that's not us,
Are you sure it's not just one?
no, it's
senses
all
on?
of my
Okay.
senses.
That is so easy to mess with somebody with. Okay.
That's, yeah. It's
you
completely
can,
free,
however,
but
activate your dark vision in
Yeah.
this form if
Yeah, I'll
you
do
so
that.
desire. Oh wait, no, that's not a rouse check because it's
Just turn it on.
okay. I would recommend letting the one whose eyes just started glowing red.
fair. you lead, but I'll keep my ears and nose
Follow
open.
ahead.
Right.
I can have it too.
Huh?
Oblivion sight can show in dim lit.
Yes, but his can show in pitch black dark,
Even magical darkness.
Not
and
good.
even magical darkness.
Okay.
You just can do that.
Oblivion sight, even supernatural darkness.
Okay. Make the necessary.
Three special
Dark vision
eyes.
table.
My eyes turn.
His eyes just go completely black. Like
The
even,
coyote
Yeah.
jumps up to high five the shadow boy.
Even the whites just black.
You are sclera
I'm
eyes.
closing and opening.
I'm not entirely familiar with the
the
rules of
ranger and his
Oblivion.
animal companion.
You have to make because I know that if you fail checks with it, it can give you a stain. Is there anything like that with this power?
It's the rouse check. If you roll a 1 or a 6, a critical failure or a
Eyes turn black. Ignore all low light penalties, even supernatural darkness, and can
Okay, so
perceive ghosts.
Since he doesn't have to make a
it
rouse
doesn't make
check.
a rouse check, there's no possibility
Okay,
of stain.
all right. I just wanted to double check that because I know a lot of Oblivion powers grant stains.
A critical or a messy critical is the stain.
Bestial failure.
Bestial
messy critical?
failure or
All
messy
right.
critical.
That's what I wanted to clarify because I didn't want to go take a stain just for using his power. All right. So it's nighttime. Those of you who have heightened or animal senses of smell, it smells like garbage. Usual stuff you would associate with an alley in a warehouse area. It doesn't smell great. You can smell machine oil.
Teen Spirit.
Not here.
I
Maybe.
mean,
Jesus.
homeless teens. It's a problem. Or to the Sabbat dinner.
Travis right about now.
Behave.
I'm
So-
hungry.
We're all hungry, damn it.
You do kind of hear machines running, forklifts beeping, that sort of thing, but you can't really tell how far away it is. In this section of the warehouse area, things start kind of closing in on you, it feels like. It feels kind of oppressive. What do y'all do?
I'm going to be on the lookout for any symbols of the Sabbat, any signs that they're in this area.
Okay, you're gonna have to roll me wits in either streetwise or wits, and what do you have, especially in nautism?
Yes.
What skill do you have?
Occult nautism.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so that'll be 6. Do I get my heightened senses, the 1 dot of aspects? Okay.
No, because you're not looking for anything you need heightened senses for.
And then come here, you. 1, 2, 3, 3 successes. Or
Okay.
wait, no. No, it was just 2. I'm gonna willpower to reroll these though.
Okay.
1 more.
So 3 successes total?
Yep.
Okay. You don't run across any kindred iconography, Sabbat or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
You do come across a big warehouse door, sliding door. Was it like, it's kind of like a bay door that is unlocked though, and that seems kind of strange this time of night.
Yeah.
Does anybody else do anything?
I'm trying to sniff out any unfamiliar kindred.
You don't smell kindred, but you are picking up on some stank. That can probably be fertilizer.
Yeah.
Or a dirty body.
I will,
Hold on. I'm getting everybody's actions.
Okay.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Okay, in that building, are there any of crates?
You can't see in it yet.
Um,
Do you want to try to find a way to look into it?
I would like to.
Okay, what exactly are you looking for?
Just seeing if there's any type of other explosive types maybe in them.
How are you looking into the building is what I'm asking. Window? Are you gonna try to push the door open a little bit? What are you gonna try to do?
I would try to look through the window
Okay.
instead of trying to make a bunch of noise.
The window is rather high up. However, it is open.
I think it's gonna be a kind of a bitch and a half. Could I try to soar leap into the window?
Into the window, or
Like-
grab the window and look into it?
I can do that instead of having to try to soar leap into the window.
Okay, then go ahead and do that.
All right. So it's just again, soar leap's free, right? Yes. Okay. I look in and
Well, hold on. Since you're going for somewhere that's kind of hard to get to, and it's a kind of a small target,
There is a check if it's somewhere specific.
it's going to be strength and athletics.
okay. So
Because we've learned this doesn't always go well for those who watch certain other shows.
two.
Okay, 2 is enough for you to grab and pull yourself up and look in.
Okay.
What you see in there is almost none of the lights are on. So you do see dark shadows moving around, pushing crates, hauling stuff. You hear hushed but angry conversation.
Can I try to eavesdrop on that?
You do not have heightened senses. That is going to be something you need heightened senses for. You can hear the muttering, you cannot pick up the words.
Okay.
But I will definitely say you do sense beast. So those are definitely kindred. What is Willow doing?
She would like to use Sense the Unseen just to make sure nothing's hiding around.
Okay. What exactly does sense the unseen detect?
people using, Kindred using obfuscate, anything hidden.
Okay.
It can also detect spirits
Okay.
if they're around.
Does it detect magical things?
You haven't opened that.
Um,
I'm not sure about that.
against an entity actively trying to stay hidden. If the vampire actively searches for hidden supernatural entity, they roll resolve plus Auspex, similar. So yeah, it can detect magical hiding.
Okay.
But are you asking about magical objects that are hidden, or people like Kindred hidden?
Anything in general, I need to know before. I need to know
Yeah,
exactly what you're doing with it.
I'm just looking for anything that's.
Okay, well then you're going to need to roll what he said to roll, which was
I roll.
Wits or
Wits.
resolve plus Auspex, whichever's greater.
Okay. They're both the same. Okay, 1, 2, 2.
nothing.
Okay, I try.
What is your character doing?
Mainly, I'm just gonna stick to the back and just keep an eye out behind us, just in case anyone tries to sneak it.
Okay. And what is Ezra doing? Is he still in his coyote form?
Yeah. Waiting to hear anyone say what's going on,
Okay.
so I can act.
The only one who actually kind of knows what's anything going on would be Violet. So we're gonna go back to Violet.
Okay. There are definitely kindred in there.
Before you do that, do you drop back down?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you're gonna need to roll me dexterity and stealth. At a challenge of 3.
So that's 6 plus 3 more, or
No. A challenge of 3. You have to have 3 successes
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
in order to make no noise.
She good.
Yeah.
Okay. You manage to drop down and make no noise when you land, or at least not a detectable noise,
Yeah.
except to like him.
Okay.
So you're fine.
Hi. Okay, so there's definitely a bunch of crates being moved around. Oh, and there are also kindred in there.
The door is unlocked.
If you're trying to whisper that at the whole group, it is going to break your obfuscate. You could whisper it to one person.
Since
I'll
I'm
whisper
right
that
next.
to Aaron then.
Okay.
I thought you were
Because
gonna
he has
say me,
supernatural.
and I was really
I'm not gonna
say-
like bend down and like pet the
Okay, so-
coyote and whisper at him.
So you hear a whisper saying that the door is unlocked.
So the door's unlocked, so should we go in?
I immediately just go over to the door, just waiting.
Okay.
Well,
The goodest boy has made his desire known.
Guess we're going in.
As long as he doesn't start pawing at the door, you're all right.
Let me in! Let me in!
Come here, goddammit!
Okay. So what do y'all what is y'all's plan? What's y'all's plan of attack here?
Maul.
Travis is once again going to whisper to Aaron. I can make a truth potion. We want to capture them. Or at least one.
Do it.
Make sure whoever can
Okay. This is not going to pick. Your whispering is not going to pick up on
I'm
that
sorry.
microphone.
I'm sorry. Make sure whoever can drive the stake home, make sure they do it. We need a captive for this. They need to be alive, or
Ish.
as alive as we are.
Okay. So, yeah, your whispering is not going to
Yeah.
pick up on that. Nice try though.
Yeah.
Good role
If we
play.
had the shotgun mics.
Good role play.
If
Well,
we
I mean,
had
if we have the
shotgun
shotgun mics, just don't do like Jaded did on her stream and just pick it up and start speaking into it.
mics.
Because she like made everybody go deaf.
That-
Jaded, you're awesome, but still, you like deafen the entire stream. Yeah. She just picked it up and started speaking directly into it. Alright, so y'all are standing at an unlocked door at a warehouse that is full of kindred, possibly Sabat. You don't know.
One of us is invisible. One of us is a very good boy.
What do y'all do? Y'all have an unlocked door. Now,
Someone with hands open it.
Someone with hands open it.
Okay, so are we going to try to be stealthy here or just not?
I don't.
My only concern
you
is
don't
that
know
if we
that.
don't be stealthy,
I mean,
they can call in
I'm
more of
okay
these
then.
things. If we get overrun by Sabat, I'm probably gonna maul on the good boy.
not tired, I promise. Hey, I only spent 9 hours sitting and driving. So,
I mean, I just, like, do y'all want to be stealthy or not? I just need an answer.
I mean, we can try to be stealthy, but I don't think it's gonna work.
If I had the slightest
That's
inclination that I
spirit.
could actually stake something, I would probably try to get in there, but
you do have combat magic.
I do.
Knight has very strong. I'm strong. So, anybody just want to go guns blazing and see what happens?
I will deactivate heightened senses.
Okay. You can do rudimentary communication, like nodding your head or shaking it. You know.
As soon as you say guns blazing, the tail wags.
Okay. There you go.
So, Ash is on board. Everybody else?
Yeah, I don't think that's a very good idea.
Then do you have a better
How
one?
many
This-
were we?
Assess the
Are they
situation
approximately?
Of kindred,
10.
about 10, yeah.
We struggled with 2.
You struggled with 2.
The
There
rest
were
of
3.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were 3.
You struggled
One of
with
them
because
died
you
very
were,
quickly.
You were trying to go at one like it was a Capri Sun.
And couldn't fucking aim, dude. You couldn't aim. I'm
The
sorry,
other one I
you can't.
opened like a Capri Sun, but with my teeth.
He is that boy now.
And don't forget, you have combat magic.
Yeah.
So that can make a huge difference.
I would prefer to take a more quiet approach, but if it is what everyone else is doing, when in Rome.
Roll me wits and insight. Wow, really?
Fuck up.
Once this and bestial failure.
Okay. It's fairly obvious, so I'm going to give it to you. The rollers on this bay door are rusted as hell. It's going to make noise. It's going to make a lot of noise.
Yeah, I think we want to find another way in.
That would be a better option. Did you see any other way in while you were being invisible?
Invisible boy.
I could make a way in, potentially.
Is it gonna be loud?
No.
Are you gonna get caught?
Wait, I'm curious now.
Where's
You've gotten the storyteller curious.
Where's your WD-40 ritual?
I was like, I know he's not gonna cast Dimension Door. This is the wrong game.
Where is it? Here we go.
I'm so confused.
How much can I do?
Or what exactly?
That's
How many rouse checks would I need to make a human size or a coyote-sized hole in the door?
Oh.
Oh!
I know what you're trying to do. We will say
35 centimeters is the
We will say 5.
5 rouse checks.
5 rouse checks.
That's
That's a
of
lot.
rouse checks.
And you're already at hunger 3.
Do you want to risk it even further?
I mean,
I don't think I can.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think I can spare that much blood if it comes down to it.
Travis, sweetie,
Yeah.
with all
Unless
due
someone wants to
respect,
feed me.
Do not put yourself.
No,
What
because
can I
then
feed
they're going to start lowering on blood.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it, and you're going to enter that combat in frenzy. I will let you. I will totally let you because it amuses me.
your
Like
frenzy is just so
everybody.
adorable. I'm sorry, but it's just cute.
Oh, you might not find his frenzy adorable after what his beast is going to start telling him to do.
Oh fuck.
I'll,
Now I'm
I'll
worried.
start, and if it looks like it's getting dicey, I'll hold out.
Go for it.
No.
So I
Remember,
have to-
you
I
can
have to-
willpower against frenzy.
I know. So I have to drop unseen passage to do this
Okay.
because I can't cut myself without dropping it.
Okay. So you see him, like, poof back into existence and pull out a big fucking ritualistic dagger.
Yeah. It's like a golden Chris essentially.
Yeah.
That he just carries around,
Not good for combat, but...
and he just starts cutting his palm, and
Okay, give me...
Against the door.
Start your rouse checks.
4.
That's under 4.
God damn it.
So there's now a 35 centimeter hole in the wall.
No. You still got more rouse checks to go.
No,
5.
each one is 35
Oh,
centimeters.
okay.
Oh boy.
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's 70 centimeters.
Alright. 70 centimeters is... Hang on.
Yeah,
let me do the math on
That
this.
may be enough, maybe. Because 35 centimeters is, I guess, a fairly large area.
For a
It's metric, who knows?
for a dog.
That's 27 inches. So that's just over 2 feet.
Okay.
To be able to squeeze one of you through it, you would need one more.
He's a coyote, though.
Coyotes are fairly large.
That's fair.
I'm
And are
also
we really going to sit
because
here
I'm a person
That's fair.
shifted into a coyote. I'm a little bit bigger than normal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How many more do I need
You
then?
need one more.
One more?
This is here.
Yeah!
Okay. Alright. You managed to
I'm
get...
at blood. I'm at 4 hunger right now.
You managed to get a roughly 3.5 foot hole. That is enough for y'all to squeeze in.
Y'all better start fucking
One
army
by
crawling.
one. I'll go
I'm
in.
not making that hole bigger.
Yeah. Your beast's like, feed me now.
Piece of
There's
shit.
food in there.
As soon as the opening's clear, I want to go in and start to see if I can pick up the trail.
Oh yeah.
That's,
Oh yeah. It's not even a question of if. It's yeah. You're in there. You can see Sabat pushing crates that are labeled fertilizer.
do I see any that are kind of off to the side or maybe
What?
slacking?
No. Well, no.
I'm just trying to see if there's anyone I can pick off. No.
All of them are doing their business.
I'll give the others some time to get into position and do what they like before I get ready to do what I like.
Sabat doing their business. That's not a
Okay, so
not a sentence I never thought I'd have to say.
I'm going to stealth this time. Not activate unseen passage.
Dexterity plus
Pick it up.
stealth.
Oh god.
I don't want to test that. Dexterity. And... that is 3 successes.
Okay. So I'm going to assume that everybody kind of wiggles in here.
Yes.
All right. So everybody's in. Everybody's kind of. What are y'all doing? Because now y'all. Well, he definitely sees it, but y'all can all see the ones that are milling about in the dark.
Okay.
I'm going to try to...
Now, I would like to point out one thing is yes, they are hidden by the dark, but so are y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So we can be stealthy if we choose.
Yes.
To kind
You
of
can try to be.
that. Yeah.
They're not making any attempt to be stealthy. It's pretty loud in here.
Yeah.
They just don't have the lights on.
I'm gonna attempt to start sneaking around the side, so when I run up, it'll be from a different angle.
Okay. I'm going to require a stealth check from you, but since you are in an animal form, it will be at a lower success rate.
Okay.
Roll with your paws.
Can I blood buff as a?
Yes.
Cool. for me.
This is a rouse check.
Fail. Okay.
What hunger are you at now?
3.
Okay.
And I get 2 from above now. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Okay. You are successfully sneaking around the outside corner of the room.
Okay. And I'll wait for them. As soon as they seem like they're ready, I'm gonna run in and pounce on one of them.
Okay. So, I'm going to assume that Willow is going to kind of just sit in the back since she's not really all that combat-y.
No.
Oh, okay. What are you doing?
I was going to activate Unseen Passage. And
Ah, okay.
pick whoever I want to start with.
Rouse check.
Okay, I failed, so.
Well, I mean, you're still, it still goes off. You're just hungrier. Okay, so who's going first, and what are y'all doing?
What I'm attempting to do. In this building, are there ledges?
No.
On the ceiling. Damn it. Okay.
There is a catwalk that spans front to back, but there's not ledges.
Are there kindred on those catwalks?
Not that you can see.
Okay, I'm going to sneak around to the right and try to attempt to unconsciously knock one from the back of the head.
That is very difficult to do with a kindred. You have to realize that kindred don't really have an unconscious state. They have conscious and torpor. Knocking one straight into torpor is damn near impossible. Unless you are extremely strong.
Yeah. You need that rocket-powered baseball bat.
Yes. Okay.
Or like strength 5, brawl 5, and potence out the yin yang.
Okay.
What's the? I forget what power it is, but it's like potence dot 5 or something that lets you
Fist of Cain.
Yeah, that. Yeah, Fist of Cain. Where your punch deals aggravated
Hit
damage.
anything. Love that.
I'm tickling your spine.
Okay. Could I grapple one of the kindred?
You make a lot of noise.
If
sure.
if I see people start to take off and then everyone else is hesitating, I will just go in and begin attacking.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're going to pass it over to you.
All right.
So you're just
6
going to go
dice.
after a.
That's 7. It's not my specialty.
Okay. Hopa!
1, 2, 3.
3 successes.
Are you going to willpower that?
Nope. I do. If it does connect, I do an extra +1 to the damage counter. currently.
Okay. We're going to say that you go running out towards the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
You snatch one by the leg and start, like, full speed dragging it towards them.
Okay.
And he's like, "Ah, the fuck? Get off me! Get-" You know, he's obviously...
Wailing.
They definitely know you're there now.
That's fine.
Here comes his ass hauling a kindred at y'all. By the leg.
Well, that was one way to capture one.
Oh, it's not captured yet.
He's been fetched.
He's been fetched. Good boy.
So, next up, we're going to go kind of just round robin because
Alright.
you have one round before everybody else is like, oh shit. So, what are you doing?
I am going to move off into another direction and activate Cloak of Shadows for now. I'm looking for an opportunity.
4.
I am looking for someone to be distracted. I want the focus on them first before I go in.
It's yeah.
Can I offer a storyteller option to you that
You may.
I don't normally do? You're looking for a distraction, right?
Yeah.
You're in a warehouse full of flammable shit, right?
Oh boy.
Kindred are afraid of fire, right?
I think there's
The
distraction.
furthest flammable object from me, I would like to.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that is going to be intelligence and...
Is that a rouse check?
Yes.
Damn.
Don't.
You're
that's
also
under
going to
5.
roll willpower.
I'm not. I want to ride the wave.
You still have to roll willpower.
No, I can willingly frenzy if I choose to ride the wave.
Although I may need you as a shield.
Okay. This is what you see.
Did you just terror frenzy yourself?
I think you just
No,
did.
he
I hunger
frenzied.
frenzied
Oh, okay.
myself.
This is what you see, because technically you don't control your character in frenzy. Give me your character sheet. You see Travis's skinny ass. All of a sudden, he just... all the shakiness, all the cowardice, all the chihuahua-ness leaves.
Oh shit.
Beast take the wheel.
He's just... he just kind of grins, and you see his fangs get longer.
Fuck. Okay.
He raises his hand, and the crates along the far wall just catch fire.
Okay.
So all of you need to do frenzy checks. Yes, even you. So roll willpower.
Okay, so I'm at...
Ooh, 2 successes.
Who are you standing next to?
Travis would have moved.
Okay, yeah,
Away
that's right.
from-
You did say you
yeah.
moved. Okay. How many?
Oh, I got 2.
Okay. 3?
3.
3?
2.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're fine. Okay. All of you managed to succeed because the fire is far enough away from you. The
Yeah, I can't
Sabat,
frenzy twice.
the Sabat are not so lucky. They start flipping the shit out. They start running in all directions. This warehouse is going to catch the fire. It is spreading quickly because everything is so damn flammable. Except for the one unlucky Sabat that happens to run by Travis, who he promptly reaches out, catches by the throat, drags in, and just starts noshing. He pulls it away, throws, and as he throws it, he lights the son of a bitch on fire too. And it lands in the middle of another pile of explosive crates. And these actually do blow up. This is not flammable. This was full converted into explosions.
Oh my god.
You are now at hunger 4.
Grab 2. I'm still hungry.
Take an experience point. That was good. That was good. I like that.
Yeah, I'll go do that. I think for once you scared me.
Okay, as you go to leave, everything's now alight. You can actually see. You do see a manifest.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to grab it on my way out.
Okay, so you do manage to wrangle another Sabat. So, how do y'all flee the scene? These two Sabat, they're still trying to fight you off. Did you just go ahead and eat that one?
The second one?
Yeah. Okay, so now you are, we'll say, hunger 2.
I will not commit diablerie because I am still sane.
Yeah, okay. Okay, dude.
Yeah, sure, okay.
What? Don't look at me. You're the Diablerist at the table.
So the one spot that we have, is he secured or does he need to...
Not entirely. You will need to actually secure him. You have drug him out of the warehouse, but he is fighting you.
Travis will pull the very same stake that he's tried to use once before.
It's lucky at this point.
Who? Someone.
Ow.
Okay, for the sake of storyline reasons, there are 5 of you, 1 of him, and he is not in the best way. So we'll move things along and just say you stake him. However, the fire is starting to spread to other warehouses, so we're going to do the what is it, 3 in a way?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody roll. Everybody just roll a single die.
No. Okay.
Or blood or regular?
Regular.
Failure.
Nope.
Good.
Huh? Okay. Okay. You succeeded?
Yes.
Okay, that's enough. Well, it's everybody's rolling you're rolling as a group, and you managed to get away from that warehouse, but you still have now you're starting to hear the hooting and hollering, and they're starting to get reorganized. So, next.
Good.
Nope.
Success.
All right, you do manage to get further away. It's starting to fade into the back. You can still hear it, but they're still not sure which way you went. You are back out into the main warehouse block. You can see the security fence. If you can get out of the security fence, it's safe escape, and you guys have made it. So, go.
Nope.
No success.
I need to stop using that die.
Success.
Okay.
Good.
All right. You make it. You manage to get away. You fade off into the night, into the back of Ezra's truck or whatever y'all brought, and y'all are gone. Yay!
Woo!
That was good. I like that. That was awesome.
Loved it.
So that will end this scene, and we will be back to discuss where to take this further. Okay, we are back for our final scene of the night. You have brought this Sabbat back to the court at, in the auditorium. Mm-hmm. And LaFontaine is still there. The sheriff is still there. And as y'all walk in the door, there is a cadre of thin bloods that are all surrounded by the kindred, the stronger kindred, and it looks like there's about to be a hanging. So,
do any of them look familiar?
Oh no.
Okay.
None of y'all have seen
Bring
before.
out your dust pans.
Yeah, more or less. It looks like there's about to be an execution. Doesn't quite look like it's started yet. But y'all's presence hasn't been noticed yet. So what do y'all do?
Would someone else like to announce us?
We're back. We've got what you want.
All heads.
I
Great.
gesture
Ezra, let's
towards
just
the
roll announce we're here.
bound Sabbat.
Are you carrying the Sabbat? Okay, they see you carrying this Sabbat that's been wrapped in chains over your shoulder like firemen's carry.
We've brought answers.
And LaFontaine goes, well, by all means, let's hear them.
I will need a few minutes to prepare, but you will hear them straight from the horse's mouth. And
he clears a spot, and you hear a few Nosferatu joking about a stay of execution. So, all right, roll for your ritual.
So,
Give me.
it's just resolve plus blood sorcery.
All right, go ahead and roll that. Brenton, give me. Dexterity plus craft.
and it's a pose roll from Sabbat, Composure, and Occult.
I'm a blood buff.
Well,
Okay.
and this is after like 10 minutes
Okay, I got one.
of mixing up the blood and
What do you build with?
preparing the
You
ritual.
can, roll a rouse check, and then
Yeah, I failed it.
it still
What's your
goes off. You
potency?
just get hungrier.
Yeah.
Potency.
You get 1.
Fucking better than one. I have one.
I'm going to willpower.
So, two criticals is equals
That's 4 successes.
4.
Okay. That was for you securing him to a chair. So like you're not tying, or how well you duct tape him, or whatever you're trying to do. Huh?
Johnny, not for this.
No. Go ahead. Go get the baby.
Yeah, she's upset.
Oh.
That's fair.
Like she's been crying so much that she threw up. So.
Oh. Yes. Go get our daughter.
That's a new level.
No, it's
No, it's fine. Please go get our daughter.
Yeah.
I would like to know that our daughter is safe.
Yeah, I mean she's.
Willow toddles off after the little animals and leaves y'all to handle this by yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go. I'll clean up your mess.
I got it.
Okay.
Sure, I got it.
He did not have any successes against you.
All right. So, the stake is removed with the ritual complete. What were you doing with the explosives?
Blowing things up.
Another. Each question I ask is another roll.
Okay.
So
Does he resist?
he gets a chance to.
No resist.
That is a critical, so he has to expand on
That's
his answer.
that's a messy critical, sir.
How
do we messy critical this?
I don't know.
Dice.
So, did you attack the prince's court?
Not me directly.
Tell me more. And he tightens his grip on the bot's head.
We did make the bomb. I heard we killed a bunch of you Camarilla fucks. I even heard the prince's whore died.
Next one.
Hold on.
He
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hold on.
Here we go. Here we go.
You don't get that far. Yeah, you don't get that far. LaFontaine is just there all of a sudden with his hand into this thing's chest. He just squeezes and it turns to dust.
Mm.
His eyes are once again not only the irises are blue, everything solid blue. He turns around, dusts off his suit. It appears I may have acted prematurely. Let them go. And all the thin blood, they nope the fuck out of there. Like you've never seen a faster nope in your life. You have saved me from making a very critical error tonight. And I have further dishonored my name because I gave you until dawn. And I jumped the gun on that in my rage. You managed to get back here before I had executed any Thin Bloods. And though I'm sure the PR is going to be a disaster between the relations of the Cameron and the Thin Bloods, it is not irreversible. Furthermore, you have brought me proof that the Sabbat were responsible. However, I was unable to control myself before we finished questioning it. Please, bring me another one.
We will do what we can.
For managing to stop this disaster. In the coming nights, we will get together and discuss a boon that will be granted to you.
The coterie will be very grateful.
The word will be spread of your services to the city, and I believe you will find the mistrust that your coterie carried will disappear. For now, I have much work to do, and where he's calmed down, his rage is still just barely contained. He is like right on the cusp of frenzy. Please, see yourselves out. I have much work to do. And we have one more thing to do right before we end game. And as you're leaving the court, Violet, your phone goes off. Hey, sweet cheeks, we need to talk.
What the fuck?
And that's it. Y'all have a pleasant night.